Warm welcome to all to the channel World of Zoology. Welcome back to our series on the topic population ecology. In our today's lecture, we'll consider unit 1 and point number 1.2, that is nothing but population growth regulation. And in this lecture, we'll discuss regarding population growth regulation and the two types of the growth pattern shown by the animals. First, we'll consider what is population ecology once again in this lecture. Population ecology is the branch of biology that studies different pattern of population of species via different parameters. Increase in size of population, what we term it as the population growth. It is affected by several factors which are intrinsic, that is inherent, as well as extrinsic, means the environmental factors and variation therein. There are inherent physical, physiological and behavioral limitations of the certain population which determines its growth patterns. Intrinsic mechanism, which is also known as density dependent fluctuations and oscillations, that is which depends upon the density of the particular species. Biotic factors act as density dependent factors, which include predation, parasitism, disease pathogens, inter and intra-species competition, etc. These are biotic factors. The intrinsic factor includes structural, biochemical, behavioral adaptation of an organism which decide its ecological niche. If this ecological niche is broader, then the competition with the other species is minimum. Because of the minimum inter and intra-specific competition, inter means in between the species and intra means in between one species and another species. Density dependent factors cause population to increase when the density is low. We'll consider extrinsic mechanism, which is density independent environmental and climatic factors. In this mechanism, that is extrinsic mechanism, regulation of population growth is independent of the size of the population. As the density independent factors are abiotic factors which are controlled by annual changes in the physical environment, or extrinsic factors like climatic factors. That means natural calamities. Regardless of the population density, forest fire or the stormy conditions, floods may eliminate complete population of many species of the animals. Therefore, abiotic limiting factors are density independent. Means here, density independent factors are environmental and climatic factors that occurs in the environment. Population interaction, that is our next point. A population can exist only because of the continuous interaction with the other population present within that particular ecosystem. A predator population reaches its peak density when the ample food material in the form of prey is available in the environment. That means increase in the predator population is the indicator of the ample of food which is required for the predator in that particular environment. When the population of predator increases, it results in the rapid decline in the prey population which is being utilized by the predator. A similar condition is observed in population of commensal organisms like ciliated protozoans such as Balantidium, Nectotherus opelina, these ciliated parasites which are found in the rectum of the frog. They will increase the population of its host species. There is competition for available environmental resources between the coexisting species. Therefore, most fit amongst them can survive and can reach to its maximum density. Those which are not fitted are lost in the environment or their number will reduce. Population growth patterns will consider here exponential, that is the population growth, which basically shows two types of patterns: exponential and logistic growth pattern. Exponential growth pattern is present when there is immense or the plenty of resources available, and it tends to produce J-shaped curve, while the other pattern, that is logistic, produce a sigmoid curve or S-shaped curve in which population is limited due to limited resource availability and the carrying capacity. Here, the population growth, which is one of the unique dynamic characteristic of the living organism. Growth may take place in the form of either increase in the weight, increase in the height, or increase in the volume or number with respect to the time. That is density per unit time. When growth occurs in the population, that is, there are distinct phases in the growth. These phases are influenced by these intrinsic factors such as hormones or physiological factors, and by the extrinsic factors such as temperature, nutrients, moisture, or the natural calamities. The capacity of the population to increase to a particular maximum level is called biotic potential. Here, once again, I will repeat, the capacity of population to increase to its maximum level is called biotic potential. All population do not display the same capacity for the growth. That means some population will grow more or some less in number as far as the population is concerned. Types of growth pattern, that is two major patterns of population growth are exhibited by the living organism as we have studied previously. One, that is exponential growth pattern, which is also known as J-shaped growth pattern, and another, that is logistic or sigmoid growth pattern. We'll consider each of these separately here, one by one. First, that is sigmoid or H-shaped growth pattern, which is also known as logistic growth pattern. Under favorable environmental conditions, population growth of any organism shows a sigmoid growth pattern. When a few organisms are added into an area, the population growth first occurs slowly. Then it grows rapidly. The first phase is growth of the few organisms in an area where the growth occurs slowly, means these organisms, they are adjusting to that particular environmental conditions, and therefore growth pattern which is exhibited is slow one. Acclimatization. Then it grows rapidly and finally slows down because of the environmental factors, that is density independent factors. or the limiting factors or the carrying capacity of that particular environment. Sigmoidal growth pattern is exhibited by the animals like Paramecia in its culture or the yeast, also by the human being. S-shaped growth curve is actually the result of gradual increasing action of the harmful factors from environment that cause damage to the population growth and its density increases. Here, remember that H-shaped growth pattern, which is actually the result of gradually increasing action of the harmful factors from the environment, also the accumulation of the excretory material in the environment that cause damage to the population growth as its density goes on increasing. The limiting factors are also they work. So as a, for example, availability of the food material in that particular environment or the carrying capacity of the environment. Here carrying capacity of the environment means the maximum capacity that environment can sustain or support. Due to this gradual increase in the population density, decremental factors of the environmental resistance increases proportionately. Therefore, such growth curve is said to be logistic one. The successive growth phases can be represented by drawing a graph of population size or number, that means population density against time on x-axis, that is population density per unit time. Population size or number on y-axis against the time on the x-axis, that means population density per unit time. Here the graph is shown where number of organisms or population density is on the drawn on the y-axis, whereas time on the x-axis. And first phase wise distribution is there: lag phase, a log phase, then steady phase and death phase. We'll consider one by one. Lag phase, the growth rate in which the growth rate is extremely slow, and in this phase the newly introduced individuals to a population have to adjust themselves to the new environmental conditions. That is acclimatization of the organism to the new environmental conditions, and due to this adjustment the growth rate is slow. That part is shown here by the lag phase. Now we'll consider the next, that is log phase, or what we term it as the acceleration phase, acceleration growth, which is shown here in this diagram as the log phase, where the growth rate is high. Once the organism adapt to the new environmental conditions, their reproduction rate increases, resulting in a rapid increase in the growth rate. After acclimatization, increase in the population rate several folds which occurs, that is shown in the diagram, and this phase occurs due to the favorable environmental conditions such as availability of plenty of food material or the space, etc. That means unsaturation in the environment. Once the saturation, that is the number of organism or density is reached to its maximum size, there will be competition intra as well as interspecies competition that begins. Steady phase, that is the result of that competition, and due to which the birth rate equals to the death rate, and therefore steady phase will be shown by that part of the graph here which is shown after log phase or the acceleration phase, there is deacceleration or decrease in the growth rate that takes place. Due to increasing competition for the food, for the space, population reaches its carrying capacity, that is maximum potential size, weight and number. That means density reaches at to its highest level. Therefore, there is practically no scope for further growth as the detrimental factors start showing their effect with increase in the population density. Say for example, as the number of organisms in the environment increase, their excretory material which is released in the environment, it also has a negative impact. The competition for various resources in the environment will also increase, disease conditions will also increase. Therefore, the next phase is the death phase, that is the last phase. At the end, the environmental resistance increases manifold. Hence, the parameter chosen for measuring growth also get depleted. The population of all wild animals also show this pattern of growth. Examples: bacteria, then fungi or the yeast, then Paramecia, that is protozoans, and wild animals. These are examples of the H-shaped growth pattern. Here, H-shaped growth pattern or the sigmoid population growth pattern is shown with its space stages such as a lag phase, log phase, which is also known as acceleration phase or the golden period, then steady phase and death phase. Once again, lag phase means the period of adjustment of the organism with the environment. Log phase means the maximum growth rate which is achieved during log phase due to the plenty of or the ample of food material and nutrients which are present in the in this phase, and the resistance is least. Then steady phase, that is number of and growth rate is equal to death rate, number of animals which are having birth equal to the number of animals which are subjected to death, and therefore steady phase, no change in the population. And last one is the death phase, that is the result of the various factors that increases the resistance in the environment, and that results in the death of the organism in that particular environment. Examples once again: paramecium or the bacteria, then yeast cells, that is fungi, and also the wild animals. We'll consider the same example of the Paramecium growth pattern, which is shown by Paramecium caudatum, where the population density, that is number of Paramecia per centimeter cube, are plotted on the y-axis against the days of the culture on the x-axis. Initially, population rate is slow for 5 days, then population growth is rapid for the next 5 days, that is the log phase, and then steady phase, where the growth level of for 10 days, number of birth, that is birth rate is equal to death rate or the steady phase, and ultimately the death phase, which is shown here in the diagram or the graphical presentation. The carrying capacity of the environment, which is the maximum population size of the biological species that can sustain by that specific environment, given the food, habitat, water and other resources are available, ample of food material or the plenty of these factors which are required for the growth of the animal are maximum. And when it reaches to a peak level, the maximum carrying capacity of the environment is fulfilled and no more growth is there, as the limiting or the regulating factors show their effect. The specific reason why a population stops growing, which is known as limiting or regulating factors. The difference between the birth rate and death rate is the natural increase or the growth rate, what we term it as. If the population of a given organism is below the carrying capacity of the given environment, this environment could support positive natural increase. Should it find itself above the threshold, the population typically decrease. Thus, the carrying capacity is the maximum number of individuals of a species that an environment can support. Here, remember that carrying capacity is the maximum number of individuals of a species that an environment can support. Population size decreases above that carrying capacity due to the range of factors depending on species concern, but can include insufficient space for the organism, then food supply which is insufficient, or the sunlight which is one of the factor requirement for their growth. The carrying capacity of an environment may vary for different species. Means carrying capacity of the environment is different from species to species. Now we'll consider the second growth pattern, that is nothing but J-shaped curve. In this pattern, or what we term it as the J-shaped growth pattern, that is exponential growth pattern. In this pattern, species overshoot the carrying capacity of environment and demonstrate J-shaped pattern of the growth. It consists of all phases of the S-shaped curve except the last two phases, that is steady phase and the death phase. Means lag and log phase are exhibited by the J-shaped growth pattern. The species involved in the J-shaped growth pattern are therefore lag phase and log phase. Therefore, the graph looks like letter J in the shape. This type of population growth pattern occur due to crash in the population. Crash in the population occurs due to mass death of the organism when the level increases to carrying capacity. Mass death of organism occurs due to upper limit of the carrying capacity where competition for survival and resources such as food, shelter, etc. is maximum for that particular species and therefore growth rate decline and there will be sudden increase in the death rate. In short, this upper level beyond which no more increase in population can occur is represented by the term maximum carrying capacity, which is represented by letter K. Human population shows such J-shaped pattern of growth. For example, J-shaped growth curve for population of India, which is derived from the various census, is shown here in the diagram. In case of the J-shaped growth pattern, the growth of the population attains peak value until food supply, lack of competition, then accumulation of the excretory material which is released by the animal themselves in the environment. In nutshell, rate of population growth is exponential due to favorable environmental condition and it declines on achieving or on attaining the maximum carrying capacity of the environment. For example, mosquito population which increases tremendously during rainy season, that is monsoon, due to availability of the breeding and feeding grounds for the particular population. Ultimately, their population declines at the end of the season. Such type of growth pattern is therefore observed in some insect and also observed in mammals such as rodents, lemmings on the tundra, etc. Here the growth pattern is shown where lag phase is there, then lock phase or the acceleration phase is there, then organism reaches to its maximum number, that is maximum population density is achieved by the particular animal species, and there will be sudden decrease in the birth rate and death rate is increase and crash, which is shown here in the diagram of the J-shaped growth pattern. We will consider the conclusion for this lecture. The population growth basically shows two types of patterns. One, that is exponential pattern or the J-shaped pattern, and second one, that is logistic growth pattern, which is also known as S-shaped pattern of the growth curve, that represents on introduction to a new area, the population grows slowly in the beginning, what we term it as the lag phase, followed by a sharp exponential increase in the growth rate, what we term it as the lock phase or the acceleration phase, and then the population achieves steady phase when the sharp increase is followed by the stationary phase where the population is maintained at approximately constant level as the growth rate of the population is equal to the death rate, no more increase in the population which is shown, and therefore we term it as the steady phase, and which is followed by the death phase when the limiting factors they work or the carrying capacity of the environment it shows its effects. Then the J-shaped growth curve or the exponential growth pattern, which is present when the resources are unlimited or unsaturated environmental conditions. That is, the factors required for the growth of the environment, the biotic factors are more, and therefore the lag phase and lock phase, same as like that of the S-shaped growth pattern, is shown in the J-shaped pattern. Here we'll conclude this today's lecture. Thanks for watching this video. If you like the video, do like, share this video for the benefit of the maximum students, and subscribe the channel World of Zoology for the notification of my next lecture on the same topic, population ecology. Thank you.